Oh, Brian, I didn't know you were going to start it. But hey guys, B-Wall here with Brian Henniger. We are back once again for the final match in the semifinals of the men's bracket of the Holiday Gold Rush Tournament. And it's going to be Matt Phoenix taking on Chris Knight. The winner of this match will face the Great D at Holiday Havoc. And the winner of that match will face either Ray Geddes or Casey Gordon for the world title on the first Adrenaline of the new year in Las Vegas.
It has been an amazing tournament up to this point, folks. We have seen some great action, but this is going to get good.
Yeah, it is. A battle of two former national champions. Here comes the true chess master, Chris Knight, who has been on a warpath since Future Shot, when he felt like he should have never been eliminated from that match. If you remember, Chris Knight was in the crossface by Ray Geddes. His hands were on the ropes, but he was still eliminated from that match. And then on the next Adrenaline, he got his match for the world title, but thanks to Casey Gordon, Chris Knight was not successful in becoming the world champion. So now a really pissed off and motivated Chris Knight wants to win this whole tournament and get a fair shot at the world title that he's been wanting for so long. And many fans agree with me when I say that Chris Knight should probably be #1 contender at this point, over all the times he's been screwed over by either the blacklist or other unforeseen circumstances. And this could be his opportunity, but he's got to get through Matt Phoenix, who on his own merit feels like he should be #1 contender, because remember on Adrenaline episode 70, Chris Knight was screwed twice by Casey Gordon, and Matt Phoenix knows all about that also, because on Adrenaline episode 70 he got an opportunity against then world champion Great D. But then Matt Phoenix was also screwed over by Casey Gordon when Casey made his CCL debut. So both of these men have a gripe to pick with Casey Gordon, but it's not about Casey right now. It's about getting to Holiday Havoc and getting an opportunity at the world title.
That is very true. You know, it's one of those weird kind of situations in a matchup like this. You've got two individuals in Casey Gordon. Casey Gordon is affected in some way, but you know, Matt Phoenix here and the true chess master Chris Knight. Chris Knight has been chomping at the bit since that moment to have a chance at championship gold, and it doesn't come much bigger than this moment here.
Yeah, as you see Chris Knight now, just forearm shots to the back, and then that'll slow anybody down. And Chris Knight proud of his work.
Oh,
Jesus! Bicycle kick. That could have knocked Chris Knight out too. No.
Easily could have, and now
both of these men know each other very well. They're not going to be surprised by much. Chris Knight.
Ooh. It cannot be a good thing and a bad thing in a matchup like this, because if you know each other well enough, you can see all the moves coming. But you know, one of the things about this whole tournament that has been getting me to this point has been the reaction that I guess the man of the hour, as you might call him, Ray Geddes, has been having. I got a chance to speak to him earlier today and just in catering, and I asked him if he had any preferences as to who he would be facing, who would win the tournament, and who he would be facing. He just kind of looked me down and said, "I don't care. I'll kick their ass, whoever it is."
Yeah, that sounds like Ray, all right.
That's Ray Geddes. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't give a damn who he faces. He's going to be world champion in his mind for as long as he damn well pleases. You see an India Deathlock by Chris Knight trying to wear down Matt Phoenix for trying to slow down the speed and agility of Matt Phoenix, which is a very good idea. But then again, remember that Ray Geddes, sure, he says right now that, you know, it doesn't matter who he faces, but you know, he's already got in his mindset that he's going to defeat Casey Gordon in that I Quit match at Holiday Havoc. And I've been saying it for the longest time, and I'm going to keep beating the dead horse, and if you will. I don't see either one of those men saying I quit. I just don't.
No.
I don't see it. Casey Gordon, as long as I've known him, I've signed him to DCA over almost 2.5 years ago, and he has never in his life said I quit. He's never submitted. And as for Ray Geddes, what else could be said about Ray Geddes?
He would, well, if he stayed down south, he would walk through hell with gasoline britches on. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care if the sun. Well, hey, he doesn't care if the sun don't shine. He's just here to fight people and beat people up and remain champion. So far, he has succeeded in that. But he's got one hell of a challenge ahead of him, and now 2 count by Chris Knight.
And one of these 2 men, or maybe the Great D, will face either Casey or Ray Geddes on the first adrenaline of the new year. So, you know, that's got to be weighing on their minds in that I quit match. Other than beating the hell out of each other, Chris Knight ducked out of the way of that huge leg drop, and that could be the advantage he needs, but not just yet. And, you know, Chris Knight, oh God, Chris Knight, I'm sure, to take the, well, Chris Knight now looking for the end of the line here for Matt Phoenix. Could be all over, but wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Jesus! Drove his head right into the mat.
DDT there.
That could be it. That could be it right there. No. And now, uh-oh. Look at this. Matt Phoenix caught him. Caught him. Got him in a submission here. And they're trying to wear, he may not get the tap out, but he can wear Chris Knight down in order to hit either the Houston Hangover or the GTS. And Chris Knight rolls out of it. Caught him with a huge lariat.
Very true.
Cover too. No.
Almost.
It's going to take a little bit more than that, though. Like I said, these 2 men know each other very well. They know each other inside and out of that ring. They may have a little bit of respect for each other, but in this instance, respect goes out the door when you got a world title opportunity at stake.
Well, you know, friendship and business, you have to separate the 2.
Exactly.
And obviously, in this sort of a situation, you know, you can respect somebody all you want to, you can be friends all you want to, but knowing what's in store for both of you guys, you know, you're my friend, I'm still going to try to fight you.
I mean, both of these men, like we said before, both of these men have been screwed so many times, and they want an opportunity. Chris Knight almost had it there. They want that opportunity once again to become world champion. They want that opportunity to be in that top spot. As you see, Matt Phoenix inside cradle too. No. And Phoenix caught him with a neck breaker. And now, what's Phoenix doing here? Onto the top rope.
Got something in mind.
Tried to go up to the top rope, but that turnbuckle pad slipped off.
It's very true.
And Matt Phoenix isn't the kind of person to take a shortcut like that.
No, as I've been saying it before, and I'm going to say it again. That's why we call them a high-risk maneuver. You are taking a huge gamble.
As you see now, look at this. Ooh, nice dragon suplex. Hooks the leg too. No, he could have went for the bridge on that dragon suplex, but was smart to hook the leg instead. Put more leverage on that pin, but Chris Knight still fighting back with that back fist.
He scouted that move very, very well. Chris Knight, you know, they call him the true chess master, and that's the reason why, because this is someone who does so much pre-match scouting. He knows so much about his opponents before the bell ever even rings, and that is not his advantage. Just right there, you see exactly.
Yeah, you see exactly why he's called that. As you see, going for the rook buster, and he gets it. Cover off the rook buster, only gets 2. That was close, but Phoenix still fighting back here. Oh, what a roundhouse kick. But Knight from behind. Another kick to the knee. Chris Knight follows it. Oh, he's got him.
Figure 4 leg lock.
more like a that wasn't a figure 4 leg lock, but he got close to the ropes.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Look at this. Got him up. And there's the go to sleep.
Move first finished by Kena Kobashi. Cover 2 and a no.
Oh, that was close. He had the Zuck swing locked in, but Chris Knight was way too close to the ropes, and Matt Phoenix took advantage of that. Matt Phoenix hit the GTS, did not get the 3 count. These two men, like we said, know each other so well. Knight once again back to it. Phoenix now trying to go from behind, waist lock. You see a big backbreaker. And now Phoenix, if he hits another GTS, it could be all over for Chris Knight and his chances. But Chris Knight fighting back and again to the leg. That suck swing he hit earlier, it may not have gotten him the victory, but it did wear Matt Phoenix down. As you see him back body drop. Tell him to get up, but Phoenix caught him with the knee.
And that will stop their momentum as quick as anything else. And now turns him around.
Uh-oh. And now another one, and this time he got the bridge. 1, 2, no. If he had hooked the leg, maybe he would have had a 3. But, Phoenix now. Sit down powerbomb. Cover.
That could do it.
2, no. Still not enough to get 3. And Chris Knight taking advantage of that.
Yes, and I'm going to say this right now. If you're Matt Phoenix at this point in time, I think frustration is starting to set in.
Yeah, you got to wonder what he got to do. What he got to do.
Exactly. You think I've thrown my best shot at this guy, and he hasn't stayed down. Now what do I do?
Oh, and a boot to the head. Like I said, Chris Knight is motivated. He wants another shot at that world title. He's going to do anything it takes to get the job done because he's been screwed over twice by Casey Gordon, and he wants to make his 3rd time the charm and win the world title, but he's got to get through Matt Phoenix. And if he gets through Matt Phoenix, he's got to get through the Great D to get that title shot. And Matt Phoenix, he doesn't want Chris Knight to get through him at all.
He just gave him a generous helping of kicks right to the solar plexus.
Oh, ducked away out of the way of that kick. Oh, but no, GTS no. And again, Fox Swing locked in, but again too close to the ropes. Phoenix's foot was underneath the bottom rope. But again, going right back to that leg. You got to wonder how much more Matt Phoenix could take. Phoenix ducked out of the way, elbow right to the back. No, ducked out of the way. Knight from behind, back suplex neck breaker. Phoenix is back up, but Chris Knight doesn't realize it. And oh, you saw Phoenix gingerly walking on that leg. And now Knight up top. Knight, oh, he got caught.
Oh, and I think he's about to pay for it. Oh, and second go to sleep.
That has got to be it. That has got to be it. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, only 1.
And folks, Mr. Champion, Ken, in all respect to you, sir, we got a bleeder.
We got a bleeder.
And it is Matt Phoenix.
Yeah, Chris Knight got him with that DDT. Tried to go for the go to sleep, and Phoenix is back up.
And he has got the red mist in his eyes right now. He is...
Oh, countered. And again, Zuck swing, 3rd time.
The Zuck swing, he's got him. Wrenching on that lower part of the leg. Wrenching on the knee.
He's in the middle of the ring this time. The last two times he was close to the ropes. This time he's right in the center. Matt Phoenix has got to find a way to get out of this holder. He's not going to Holiday Havoc. But Chris Knight is wrenching that in as hard as he can, and that's it.
It's over.
Chris Knight is moving on to the finals. Chris Knight got the victory, and as you see here, he went for the rook buster, did not get him. Chris Knight got caught here with the GTS, still didn't get him. As you see with the cover here, did not get him there. Went for another move, missed that leg, missed with the leg, and then got him with the sun slang, and that was all she wrote. Chris Knight, as you see, wrenching that in, and that was it. And Chris Knight has advanced. And he is one step closer to getting that title opportunity that he has wanted for so long. But to get it at Holiday Havoc, he's got to go through the great deed. That's going to be a hell of a match.
It most certainly is. And folks, we'll go through the bracket here in a second, but Chris Knight gets a measure of revenge, and you see it right there. It's going to be Chris Knight versus the Great D. At Holiday Havoc, the winner will face, could possibly be Ray Geddes, could possibly
be Casey Gordon.
Could be Casey Gordon, that's right. At the first show of the new year. And folks, once again, we're going to reiterate it. We saw it earlier. Maybelline Wolf is taking on Wonder Woman in the main event. In the next show, Holiday Havoc. The winner takes on
either Pyro or Naughty
champion.
Either Pyro or Naughty, the champion. We'll see you at Holiday Havoc, guys.